Hey guys, back at it again, and this time I'm going to give my take on the abortion laws or proposed laws and how it affects men. So on September 1st this year, Texas passed a new abortion law which allows private citizens to sue those that perform or aid an abortion and receive up to $10,000 as a reward for turning those individuals in. The Texas law effectively bans all abortions, regardless of rape or incest, after 6 weeks. Now, this doesn't have to have anything specifically with a male, yes, but this is a very restrictive law, and the opposition, the groups, the states that are for abortion, they will be coming swinging, and they did, with Illinois State Representative Kelly Cassidy filing the Expanding Abortion Services Act, going by the acronym Texas. So what makes this proposed law by Illinois, so frightening for men is this: if passed, it would allow anyone to sue another person for unintended pregnancy, regardless of circumstance or consent. A person could also sue anyone who commits sexual assault, domestic violence, or abuse. The civil action damages will start at $10,000. That's quite a bit. So this is the crux of the matter, guys. When I look at this, it essentially will give many people, and this is, although they say anyone, it's mostly talking about women here, and by that fact it will essentially give women a free pass, more of a loophole to hook up, to engage in seeing multiple men in a period of time or whatever, and then that woman can just say, you know what, either out of a breakup, or she's just scorned because of whatever, she would just say, hey, this guy raped me, or some guy is sued and given a charge to pay child support for a kid that's not his. And we all know of stories like that. So it's crazy that we want to allow this. People are for this. Now, guys, it just doesn't make any sense to me, because I'm now envisioning, people think I'm pessimistic, but I'm now envisioning where the social dynamics between a male and female will forever change, whether you're married or unmarried. Now you will now see legitimately men who have to take preemptive measures if they meet a woman for a date as to when, where, how can I touch you. If they progress into a physical relation, he might have to say, well, can I do this, when, how, and so forth and so on. Because society will always label men as the perpetrators, which is true for the most part. It's actually true, and the punishment level is quite harsh. Now, on top of that, another aspect of it is that though it says anyone could sue another person for sexual assault, domestic violence, and abuse, we all know that this is not equal, it's not fair. The equity between what is considered a violation of sexual assault is not fairly distributed between a male and a female. Because even today, you hear stories where women are engaged in sexual misconduct with a minor, like a 15-year-old, and the charges would go from 1 year in prison to like 3 years probation, and don't register for sexual offender.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious.
That's crazy. I know men for a fact will now look at it and say that it's different. A guy will probably get at least 3 years, stuff like that, and have to register. So these things are we need to consider it, because what will further happen if we're not careful is that men, on top of all this social construct, will say, you know what, marriage isn't worth it. marriage rate will drop. Men will essentially be doing the men going their own way, the MGTOW, the red pill rage will increase. Men essentially become monks. I mean, seriously, like, not worth it. And if they want to have a sexual release, don't be surprised if the escort services, the call girl, those professionals, their fees will be high, their service will become high in demand. That's if they don't spoil it by finding these sexual assault claims, right? So I think this is totally something that I don't like. It's very scary. I do envision if this law is to pass, because typically if one state passes a particular law, others will follow suit, and so the world, and you'll see a lot of sexual assault lawsuit claims, domestic violence, left to right, more filed by women against men. I can guarantee you that. And there will be just a exponential raking of money, because it's $10,000 here. That's a whole lot of money. And she said that Cassidy said that if the case is won, half the money will go to a public state fund to pay for abortion for residents of states like Texas. So they're setting up all these measures in now. I don't know how Illinois is going to find all this money when they're pretty much broke. It's kind of crazy to me. But in any case, I'm talking about the implications for men, and this is totally weird. It's just stupid. But in any case, guys, please share your comments. Do you agree with what I've said? Yes or no? Like and subscribe. All right. Until then, bless.